most people don't understand is that United States will be the country that gonna win in the next 100 years. Yes, of course, will continue to win in the next 100 years. And the reason is thanks to strong US currency. I understand that US currency dropped its value 7% every year, but you should know that every country around the world also have the same problem. Some countries, their currency decreased the value between 15 to 70%. Compared to United States, decreased 7% every year, and the rest of the world decreased from 15% to 70%. So you get the idea, right? Which one is the strongest currency? It's US. That's why everyone across the globe rush to exchange their wealth, to exchange their own currency to US dollars. But unfortunately, some government don't allow their citizens to exchange freely. And I heard that even some country banned it entirely. So people have to change their own currency to crypto dollars. In this video, I'm gonna talk about 3 topics. First one is cryptocurrency. Second one, I'm gonna talk about US tariff on China. And the third topic, I will talk about the price of gold. I believe these are hot topics. If you guys love following news, you probably heard it a lot. So many things going on in the crypto world. You have heard that the big cryptocurrency dollars these days, there are 2 of them. First one is USDT and the second one is USDC, right? I don't remember how much money they have, but I believe they have like billions of dollars. So if they have billions of dollars in digital currency, of course they have to have the exact same amount stored at the US National Bank. This is so smart of United States to think about this thing, making law, protecting it, creating it. If anyone have a smartphone and can access to internet, of course he or she will be able to access to the crypto world, right? That's why I said previously that United States is a country that going to win in the next 100 years. And you might ask, why is it US alone that going to win? If you ask this question, you probably know the answer already. Because which country aside from US that you will trust, right? You trust India? Yeah, of course India is not bad, you can trust. Or you can trust China, North Korea, Japan. I don't say those countries are bad, but you know yourself that you only trust United States. Everyone the same. And even the people live in those countries, in communist country, also everyone trusts only US. First is that US is a strong country in general, economically, militarily, population here, like we believe that United States full of people who like intellectual. If I say intellectual like this, you probably said, no, US there are so many people in the street, there are so many gangs. I am not talking about that. I talk about how people in the United States, they are so creative. Like look at Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, just to name a few. Like people from that countries tend to move the world forward. Of course, there are so many smart people around the world, right? In Japan also. But normally we heard only people from United States, right? What I'm trying to say here is that United States have every factor to earn trust. That's why everything that issue from the United States, you will buy, you will trust. And crypto thing also the same. Everyone in the world, their government can generate and run cryptocurrency on the market, but you yourself will only buy things that from United States. Billions and billions people are gonna get their hands on cryptocurrency, and of course, the only things that they trust is USDT, USDC, which is regulated in United States. This is the fact that for sure in the next 100 years, United States is the only strong country in the world. And this led to the second topic is US tariff to China. I read the news saying that China, out of the blue, announcing that they will somehow not able to sell their rare mine to the United States, and it angers President Donald Trump. So what is rare mine that can make Donald Trump angry? Based on the news saying that a rare mine, I don't know what it's called, but I will say it the same, rare mine, is some element that used for making semiconductor. What is it semiconductor so important to the world? It's considered as a brain of digital think. For example, AI also use semiconductor, submarine, your computer. If you check it deep down, you will know that semiconductor is something that every government in the world fighting to make it better than any other. For example, like Taiwan want to make it better, United States want to make the semiconductor better, China that later no one sells semiconductor to him and he want to build his own. So that's why Xi Jinping think about this situation and don't want to sell the real mine that he previously talked to United States that he continued the trade normally. Because in the news stated that US and China they already talk about this, that they're gonna continue doing this trade the same, right? But then China changed his mind. Later on angered President Trump, and President Trump announced another 100% tariff. So right now China has 157% tariff from United States. Why is this topic related to the first topic? Is cryptocurrency? Because this news about new US tariff on China spread all across the globe, and like every stock market scramble, cryptocurrency liquid, it lost billions of dollars in crypto world. This is the result coming from the ongoing economic battles between China and United States. That's why they say when two elephants fighting, the insects are dying. This means every time that China and United States fighting, the small country always suffer. Economically, stability. If you notice that every time that United States and China not in good terms, every small countries start to fight each other because there is no one to watch. Just like in the house, there is no parents, kids are fighting. The third topic is gold price. You might thinking, why is it gold become this expensive? The answer is not 100% correct, but it's one main factor also. Is that United States every year they loan $2 trillion. In the report saying that United States right now loaned $37 trillion already. So in order for United States to pay back these debts, National Treasury have to print out more money, right? Our teacher always say, high demand, short supply. So when you have a lot of money, but in the market have really fewer products, the products tends to go higher the price. I want to add up on this point that not only billionaires or normal people that trying to exchange their dollars for gold, also countries, there are two countries in Asia that constantly try to purchase gold from Swiss National Bank. Number one is China and number two is India. The country that have the most gold is United States. The report says United States have 8,000 metric tons of the entire gold reserve at their national treasury. This data hasn't changed anything. As far as I know, it stayed the same since 2020. Up until now, 2025, there is nothing changed. But for China, the report say in 2020, China have around 1,400 metric tons of the gold reserve. This year, 2025, China have around 2,200. So it grow from 1,400 to 2,200 metric tons. Approximately 57% increase in China's gold reserve from 2020 to 2025. For India, approximately 43% increase in gold reserve from March 2020 to 2025. So if you combine all of this situation together, you will understand easily that's why the price gold keep increasing rapidly the way it is right now. So if you want to be among of those smart people in the investment section, you should also invest in gold. You can purchase gold stock or you can buy physical gold to keep in your backyard like your grandma, also perfect. In short, I will say that cryptocurrency will lead the world and United States is the only country that stands strong because it lead everyone else. We're talking about cryptocurrency, right? And there are many other countries try to build a brand of cryptocurrency of their own. But of course, the oldest one is United States and everyone continue to trust the United States alone. That's why this is the only one country that's gonna win in the next 100 years. And the second topic, I talk about US tariff on China, totally 157% already. This coming from China out of the blue, announced that they will not sell rare mine to United States. And rare mine are elements that used to build semiconductor, and semiconductor is something that used to make AI, submarine, and smartphone, and anything electronic in a smart way. And the third topic, I talk about gold price. Gold price right now it increased up to 4,800 per tel already. This coming from United States debts. Right now it already go up to 37 trillion already. And to get out of this debt, United States somehow printing more money. The much more money that we have compared to the lesser product in the market, it become inflation. People that have US dollar afraid that their wealth will sooner or later decrease. That's why they take dollars to buy gold. And this is what make gold price increasing rapidly this few years. Please subscribe. See you in the next video.